Hello friends, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Anena Irene, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you through Microsoft Excel errors. We're going to look at the common errors. There are very many errors and we cannot look at all of them, so I'm going to take you through some of the common errors in Microsoft Excel. Without wasting any more time friends, let's go straight and look at some of these errors. But before you even proceed, if it's your first time watching and you're new in this channel, please subscribe, like and share for more educational videos on computer skills, especially the practical bits of it. So let's go straight away without wasting any more time. We are looking at Microsoft. We are looking at the Microsoft Excel errors. There we go. So you come and open your Microsoft Excel, as you can see. So this is my work, and I'm going to take you through some of these errors. The first error we have, it is the hash error. And how does it come about? The hash error, this one, the hash error, it means that the number is too big to be reflected in this short space. For example, let us try it out. We are going to calculate this. Let's put this equal sign. We are adding, maybe we are adding this from this cell. We are getting the sum from this up to this, then we close, you enter. So you realize that when the space is too small, let me show you how it comes about. You can see the hash error comes as a result of the space being very small. So you can see the hash error, but how do you overcome this error? Just come and click here, you increase, you realize that it's going to disappear. So the hash error, it comes in as a result of the number being too big to be reflected in this small space. As I told you, just come and overcome it like that one there. So that is what we are calling the hash error. Then let us look at the next one, and the next error we can see how it comes about. Let us first remove this also. We remove this cell and we look at another error that will show up for us. So the next error we can look at, it's the hash value. The hash value, let's look at it, how it comes about. For example, I'm going to show you this equal sign. I get the sum. Still, sum is when we are getting the total, and it's the function. We are getting the sum of this and up to here. So we get to realize that when I click like this and I drag down, it applies to the rest. But how does the hash value error comes about? Example, let me say I am subtracting, let me say from here, the hash value error. Let me say it's equal sign, I'm saying this one minus this one. You see it's equals to 0. You get it's equals to 0. It's equals to 0. But then if I for the error to be, if I put here that it's maybe some text here, then I say it's going to bring for me the hash value error, meaning that the hash error value, it is the incorrect data type or formula for operation being performed. If you have put the incorrect data type or even the formula of operation being performed, that is when it brings for you the hash value error. You see, at first when we've just put the value, it was really not bringing for us the hash value error. But afterwards, when we put this text, of course you cannot subtract a text from a number. That one, it is an error. So that is where the hash error value comes from. Hoping you've got that, my friends. Then the next type of error, let us also go and look at the next type of error. How do we overcome them as well? Like now the hash value error, just come and remove that and it will disappear. So the next type of error we can look at, we are going to look at the div the div O error. And how does it come about? Here we had some 60, so let us come here. We say equal sign. We are going to say this cell plus this cell plus this cell, equal sign. You see it has brought for us the answer. Just drag it down for the rest of the cells. So it is here. Then I think this one has no error. It has no error in it, but then actually the div of error, it's the formula attempts to divide when you're dividing by 0 or by the empty cell. So let's look at it. Equal sign. Maybe we are saying this cell divide by this cell. Equal sign. You realize that that is the answer. So if we don't want how does this error occur, the div O error? So if I change this to 0 and then also I remove this, it becomes the error, you get. So you realize that it is the div of error. It is the formula attempt to divide by 0 or empty cells. That is when it brings for you the div O error. That is also a Microsoft Excel error. That one you can overcome it just by changing it. You can change. You realize that even when I'm to change, the error disappears. So these are some of the common errors in Microsoft Excel. Meanwhile, we can look at still more others before we end this video. Let me first also take off this, delete this, and we see other errors. Then the other error is we have the ref error. The ref error, how does it come about? The ref error, how does it come about? If you may ask, you see, let's look at it and how it comes about. For example, now I have these two cells. I can say equal sign this divide by this. I get the answer, you get. If I apply to all, I'll get the answers. But then how does the ref error comes about? The ref error, if I delete this cell, if I delete this column, you realize that I have this error. So it comes about when you remove a cell. Of course, now the cell that it has been calculated from, the column that it was being calculated from, it wasn't there. So you realize that it brings for you this ref error. As to overcome it, you can just come and remove it. You get. Just come and remove it, press Ctrl Z and all that. You realize that it comes without the error. So the next error is we have the ash spill error. But the ash spill error, this is it is a new error in Office 2021. I have 2016 Office and it will not work here, but you need to be also aware of the ash spill error. It is just trying to spill its result into range of cells, but those cells are blocked or not available. That is when the ash spill error comes about. Then the next error, we have the ash name error. How does the ash name error comes about? The ash name error comes about when you use the incorrect function. For example, let us see how it appears. We also first remove this and we see how the ash name value error appears. Just come here. When you come there, let me first put, for example, equal sign. I put sum. I put there sum of this and this. Sum of this, as in equal sign. Sum of this. Actually, this plus this, let me just put like that, something like that. Kind. I put it like that. You realize that I drag here, there is no error. But now, if I say, let's come here under formula bar, I say equal sign add open bracket this to this, equal sign. You realize that it brings for me the ash name error. The ash name error, it occurs when you apply the incorrect function For example, now I'm saying add, we don't have any function like add. So you realize that for us to overcome this error, just come and put the appropriate function, which is sum. We don't have add, but we have sum. When I put this, the hash name error disappears. That is also another type of error. What else do we have? We have the hash NA error. A value is not available for the formula. That is when the other error appears. So dear friends, those are some of the common errors in Microsoft Excel that you need to know about it. So without wasting any of your time, please be aware of those errors, and those are the most common errors in Microsoft Excel. Thank you for being with me in this video, and for more educational videos in computer skills, please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. I will be there to answer your questions and any concern you have. Thank you. Until we meet again in my next video. My name is Anena Irene and I am a student. Please, I love you so much. Bye bye.